Hey guys, Grumpy here with episode 15 of our Zero to Hero Let's Play as Mercury Guy. So, in our previous episode, we fought a merchant convoy right at the end, got some good loot from it, some supplies, domestic goods, things like that. All I did between then and now was come back to the station, organize my inventory a little bit, and get ready to pick out where we're going to head to next. So in order to sell off the supplies, we need to go to Kanta's den. To sell off the heavy armaments, we need to go to Salamanca, and then to sell off the domestic goods, we need to go to Tigra. I'm actually going to sell the domestic goods first because I feel like those would be the easiest to fill. And then something I noticed is that our supply use per day is just way too high, and it's because we have 3 cruisers. I mean, we also have the 2 Atlases, but I'm gonna go ahead and put back the Fury. It's a bit overkill for what we're doing in the core worlds, and let's refit the Atlases so that they have efficiency overhaul. Alright, let's put the crew back. Let's actually put a decent number of crew back. Alright, we need to head over to Marriott. And we need to refit these. If I get rid of militarized subsystem, you're at 8 burn. So we burn at 18. Nine burn, so we burn at, yeah. Alright. We'll just put efficiency overhaul on one of them. Actually, we'll do it on both. Just to save a supply while we're trying to make money. Alright. Anything else we can do? What else is draining a lot of supply? You know what? We can also put back the Heron and replace it with a Drover. Yeah, we can do that. Let's replace the Heron because it's burning 0.1 supply a day. And it is a bit overkill for what we need. Alright, let's go ahead and take out our Drover. And then let's go ahead and get this one set up. So cool, we already have the longbow and the dagger, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and put harpoons all over that. And then we can also go with light autocannons. Actually, let's, well, let's go with light dual autocannons. Nope. And we can lower its capacity. Alright. And you use, well, it says 5.5 supply a day, but if we repair, yeah, now we're down to 2.9. So we save ourselves a supply a day. The only other thing that's consuming a lot of supply is the Aurora, but the Aurora is well worth 1 supply a day. Alright, so let's go ahead and kick off. Also, I refitted the strike so that they match. That was the only other thing I did off camera. Alright. There we go. I like to put my freighters last, and then my complement, and then the rest of my fleet. Alright, so let's go ahead and set off to, we said we were going to sell the domestic goods first, so Tigra City. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, something I realized that I could do, a very quick way to boost relations with Tri-Tachyon, since we're commissioned now, is going to be fighting pirates. Tigra City is down here. Is going to be fighting pirates. So every opportunity we get to fight pirates, we're going to take it. I mean, within reason, obviously. But each fight with pirate gets you. That was a venture? We don't need a venture. Every fight with the pirates gets you anywhere from 1 to 5 relation with them, with Tri-Tachyon, and that's the same as completing one of these missions. So if we go to a system, speak of the devil, if we go to a system with pirate activity, there will be a lot of pirates in here, which means there's a lot of opportunities to fight, so we can quickly generate relations bonuses. Alright, we need to go to Tiger City, which is over here. Sure. We'll jump in with our transponder on. And it looks like this is a pirate fleet. So we'll go ahead and join the battle. We'll go ahead and join the battle. We will go ahead and join the battle. Okay. I don't know why, but we can't join that battle. That's weird. Anyway. Let's go ahead and sell these on the black market. Of course, let's turn off our transponder first. And we get 150k for that piece. Let's check the weaponry on offer. Ooh, railguns. We'll buy railguns. And we're looking for tactical lasers. We're looking for long-range beam weapons. So we need to keep an eye out for that. Luckily, Tri-Tachyon's going to have a lot of those. So we'll be able to buy from them. Also, we'll buy some Kopesh. And then, just curious, what ships do you have on offer? You have a Dominator. I mean, do we need a Dominator? Yes. Yes, we can do with a Dominator. We'll go ahead and buy this. This is not why we came out here. We came out here to make money, but I mean, hey. Opportunity smiles. Alright. Fortune smiles upon us. I was about to combine 3 different phrases. Alright. We won't worry about outfitting this. We'll just put the bare minimum on it. Sure. And then turn our transponder on. Let us go ahead and finish refitting this. Nothing too flashy because we do have an armory back at our main base, so this is like literally just in case we do get into combat, we can at least bring it out with us. Sure. And then do you have any? Sure, you have light mortars. This is not what you want to be doing with your Dominator. This is just to get out the door. We probably won't even deploy this Dominator. Alright, let's go with heavy armor, expanded missile racks. We'll go with armored weapon mounts, auxiliary thrusters, and then let's go ahead and increase its vents and capacity. Oh, it looks like we have a little more room to play with. We can go ahead and go with stabilized shield. Sure. It cuts the shield flux in half. It costs 9 and it saves us 100, so it'd be the same as using 9 vents. I feel like I said the exact same thing earlier. I can't remember. Alright. We'll just rely on auto assign for that. That's fine. We don't have ballistic. Yeah, we don't have ballistic targeting unit, and we don't have integrated targeting unit. So that's all we get. Alright. Next stop is going to be Kanta's Den and Kruger. Kruger is closer. No, they're about the same. Let's go with transverse jump out. I don't know why we can't join this fight. It's kind of annoying. But we'll look for more places with pirate activity. as we go through. Pirate activity in Arcadia. Interesting. Hello. So there I hit 2 to go dark, which allowed me to quickly pivot. Anyway, we're gonna blaze right through this fight, so let's move into engage. Let's continue. And we can deploy all. You know what? Give the Dominator a piece. Why not? Okay. So once you have a well-designed, well-balanced fleet, pirate fleets are really not that scary. Their ships fall apart in the face of like a lot of ordnance. And a lot of firepower. They just can't maintain. I just heard a bunch of harpoons go off. That must be coming from the Dominator. Okay, yeah. Do be careful though, because the pirates do tend to carry a lot of missiles. So it is quite possible that you still lose the odd ship to missile spam. Oh, wow. I thought I had my shield up, I guess not. Alright. And then as we continue, we don't need any of their ships. Ooh. No beam weapons, but Atropos missiles are pretty good. And then obviously the rest of the supplies are good. Yeah, we get 3 relations for that one fight. That fight took less than a minute. There will be a lot of pirate fights, so it'll be very, very easy to get our relation up with Tri-Tachyon. Anyway, let's head over to Kanta's Den, which should be, yes, in the middle there. We'll jump in with our transponder off. It's funny, we're about to go trade with the pirates. Meanwhile, we're using them for reputation farming. Alright, let's head over here. Trade with them. Okay, we'll sell off 1,000 supply, making sure that we don't dip into our own personal supply because we need this to fly around. And that is that. Do you have any long-range beam weapons? You do not. Okay. We'll buy the Typhoon Reaper launchers, the assault chain guns. We'll buy the fuel. And do you have cheap crew? You do not. And I think that's about it. You don't really have any weapons, or you don't have any fighters that I'm interested in. I think we have enough claws. We'll buy a couple more claws anyway. And then any long-range beam weapons? No. Okay. Last place we need to go to is Karur. But first, let's head over to Tribeca and see if they have any beam weapons for us. Alright. Looks like no, and on the black market, you have more antimatter blasters. You can always use more. High intensity laser, that's a beam weapon. And I think that's it. We don't need pulse lasers. Ooh, piranhas. We'll need piranhas for sure. Might as well pick up the last one. Little fuel. We're good to go. Now let's head off to Karur, which is going to be in Asconia. And we can transverse jump out. Oh, I meant to check their ships for sale. Oh well, we'll make sure to check for ships when we get to Karur. Alright. Oh. Another pirate fleet. We'll go ahead and pursue them. We'll let our second in command handle it, and we'll just deploy everyone. Alright. We'll go ahead and take the rewards. And we get another 2 relations with Tri-Tachyon. So that'll be us pretty much looking out for pirate fleets to fight. And also, whenever Tri-Tachyon goes to war, fighting hostile fleets to us will also generate a lot of reward. We need to go to Karur. Your patrol fleet. Alright. Oh. We'll just do this then. They won't be happy with this, but we'll just sell it on the black market with our transponder on. We're gonna go to extreme. That's fine. If you notice, nothing else in our inventory is red. So that means we have no contraband. So even if they do perform a search, they won't yield anything from that. Or they won't find anything, so they can't confiscate any goods. Alright, we're gonna buy the Storm Needler. That's a really good weapon. We'll buy a couple more piranhas. Alright. Any beam weapons? Interesting. I've never been so light on beam weapons, be it PD or tactical lasers, anything like that. Right, you don't have any good ships. We'll probably get scanned here, I suspect. Doesn't look like it. Heavy blasters. Oh, long range PD. That's perfect. We'll go ahead and buy all of that. And then let's check your ships. We're looking for a champion. No, there's another Dominator. I'd rather have a champion, but I mean a third Dominator isn't so bad. There's another Dominator. Alright. Let's head over to Syndria. Syndria should have better ships. Okay. Yeah, so we didn't get scanned, but we still got the -2 relation for selling on the black market. Alright. We'll take some hypervelocity drivers. Those are good long-range weapons. The Cyclone Reapers are really good weapons. I think that's it as far as that goes. And then let's go ahead and check their fleets. We can buy a Conquest. Okay, we'll put a pin in that on the black market. We have a Fury. Okay, I think we buy the Conquest. For 360,000 credits, it's definitely worth it. For sure. And also we have our monitors. Fantastic. Alright. I think if we can get a... How much crew do we need? We need to head over to Umbra and buy more crew. We can buy this on the black market. Yeah, because we won't have any penalty with them. Alright. I need ion beams. I don't see any. We can go ahead and repair. And then let's head over to Umbra so we can buy cheap crew. And then we'll head back and refit. And I think we might be in a position that we can actually take on the next stage in the quest. Because I was honestly not expecting to get a capital ship. Alright. We'll make sure to trade first and then we can assist and fight these pirates nearby. If you fight first, then the planet will be locked out from you. Let's buy some PD. Buy some more Sabos. We don't really want the Mark 9s. Yeah, we don't really want the Mark 9s. Instead, let's make sure we get the Hellbores. I think that's it. We'll max out on crew. Umbra has the cheapest crew. 6 per crewmate, and they have tons. So if you're gonna do a colonization run, I usually swing by Umbra first, so that I can buy the crew that I need to go colonize. You need 1,000 crew in order to colonize a planet. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Then let's go ahead and fight some pirates that are nearby. We'll put our transponder on. And let's see what else we have out here. Some pirate raiders. Let our second in command handle that. Alright. Sure, we'll allow the scan. Again, we don't have any contraband, so we're not afraid of getting scanned. Alright, and then let's get out of here. Yeah, I was genuinely not expecting to get a capital ship. So this definitely accelerates things. But we do need an ion beam in order to properly outfit the conquest. We can put our transponder on, that's fine. Alright. And what do you have for sale? Just out of reach. Okay. They're the tactical lasers I'm looking for. Okay, anything else? There's another high intensity laser, that's really good. That's really good, actually. The more high intensity lasers we can get, the better. Alright. We'll buy a couple supplies. Buy some more fuel. And then let's head home, refit. And drop some of these ships off. Alright. So let's drop off these two. Let's go ahead and refit our monitors really quickly. First, let's restore them. Now, I don't have all the mods that I would like to have for our monitors, but I think we can get away with not having the most optimized monitors. Alright, let's go ahead and put the rest in vents. Again, let's let's just save that. Alright. Next up, let's work on the conquest. So the upcoming fight is with a particular phase ship, and the way you counter phase ships is two ways. Well, there's 3 ways, but 2 ways specifically. One, long range beam weapons. For some reason, the AI overestimates the damage that beam weapons can cause. So phase ships will prefer to stay in phase to avoid a laser, right? So anything down to a tactical laser, which does about 75 damage per second. PD lasers as well. They'll want to avoid those. So they'll stay in phase and then flux themselves out. So that's one thing. And then the other way to counter phase ships are with fighters. So fighters are persistent, and while a phase ship is in phase, it can't do anything to a fighter. So we'll use a combination of long range beam weapons and phase ships and fighters in order to fight a phase ship. Alright. Missiles are wholly irrelevant. But that said, it's better to bring them than to leave them. Let's go with some MERVs. How much are you to restore? 600k? Okay, we're gonna need a couple credits. Alright. So we'll probably want to give you the Hellbores so you can do high explosive damage. We won't need shield damage, or we won't need kinetic damage. Go with heavy maulers. Oh, we do have ion beams, thank goodness. We'll go with an ion beam. And then we'll also go with long range PD. And then as far as mods go, we'll start adding in dedicated targeting core so we can maximize that range. Alright, let's finish this up. I mean, we'll go with harpoons. Phase ships are really good at dodging missiles, given their nature. So it is a little tricky to pin them down. Alright. We'll put an ion beam on the other side as well. On the back side, I don't think we'll put anything. And that'll free up a bunch of capacity. It'll free up a bunch of ordnance points if we just leave the backside fairly naked. Alright. We're out of harpoon MRMs? Really? Alright, let's go ahead and yank that. Alright. And I think this conquest is good to go. Let's finish off with the hull mods that it needs. So let's give it extended shields. And we could go expanded missile racks, but the amount of missiles that we bring to the fight is going to be irrelevant. So let's just give it additional armor if we can. And we absolutely can. Actually, let's give it stabilized shield and heavy armor. Alright, let's cut back its fence a little bit. And heavy armor. Okay. I'm not gonna build into the conquest. I don't really like using the conquest. It has really bad shield flux per damage. So it's a good capital ship because of its mixed ordnance, but because of its shield flux per damage, it really can't stay in the fight as long as other capital ships like Paragons, Onslaughts. They'll shred right through the weak shield of a conquest, which is why you need to bring usually 2 of them so that they can support each other. Alright, next up we need to refit our strikes. Well, are we gonna bring strikes into the fight? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Instead, I think we're gonna just bring in mostly cruisers. Then what else? We need the Fury. Yeah, I guess we can bring strikes into the fight. We might lose them early on. The fight that we're preparing for is very intense. We don't need to waste. Well, I mean, we might as well. If the Typhoon connects, then that'll be. If the Reaper connects, then that'll be very powerful. I suspect that it won't, but if it does, that'd be nice. Alright, speaking of, we need to swap these out. So let's go ahead and back off capacity first, and then let's go to missiles. We can swap these out for harpoons over the Reapers. Alright. And then you would probably do better with just PD over antimatter blasters, but then again, that might be alright. We'll give the ion beam to the Aurora here. Alright. We're doing a lot of balancing. And we'll give the other one to the Fury. Okay. Alright. Next up are the fighters. So we are going to bring 3 fighters to this fight. And in them we're going to bring fighters, and we'll bring claws. And actually no. We'll bring bombers. But we'll bring piranha bombers. And I think that'll be really effective. Alright. You, on the other hand, you can bring Kopesh? No, not Kopesh. You can bring claws. Okay. I realize I'm about halfway through my ship design and I'm not explaining the ships as I go. I'll do a quick summary at the very end. Just hold tight. Alright. We don't need a hypervelocity driver, but you would do well with some long range PD. Oh, interesting. Usually you can put one size smaller, but here we don't get the option. Okay. Alright, and then in here, do we have any missile spam? No. We don't have like Annihilator rocket pods. Do you have Annihilator rocket pods? No, but you do have a Squall. Oh, you do have Annihilator rocket pods. Awesome. We'll buy those. Alright. And we'll name this anti-phase, or we'll name this one just phase. Alright, you're good to go. Let's give you we'll give you extended shields. Alright. And we can give you something like this. Alright. So the design philosophy I'm going for right now is really leaning on long range beam weapons, and then also how I have my fighters design is with the piranhas. And what the piranhas do are they deploy a bomb, but the bomb basically sits in an area. So when the phase ship pops up, the bombs that the piranha bombers deploy, it'll have to collide with the ship. So it's unlike other bombers where they fire missiles and the missiles can go through a phase ship. The bombs just sit on top of a certain area. So these are like area denial. The Furies and the Auroras having the ion beams allows them to project damage at a distance, which will really screw with the phase ship's AI. These don't need antimatter blasters. These might do well with. I'm not gonna bring strikes. I won't bring strikes to the fight. I don't think they have a place. Alright. Similar concept with the Dominator, or with the Conquest here. And then with the Dominators, once I design them, we're going for maximum range. So that's why it has things like the Hellbore Cannon, which have a range of 900, the Heavy Mauler, which have a range of 1000. And because a phase ship doesn't have shields, we're just focusing on high explosive damage. We really just want to do maximum damage to the armor and then start damaging the hull right away. Alright, so we can go ahead and strip this down, and let's go ahead and give it good range. We don't have any more Hellbores, do we? We're over crew capacity now. Oh, make up your mind. Yeah, I should have kept an eye out for Hellbores. Alright, let's buy some grab beams. I think I saw a Hellbore at Port Say that we might be able to grab. At the very least, we can buy some supply. Oh, we're very low on funds. Huh. Okay. Anyway, let's design this Dominator, and then I'll call the episode here. In the next episode, we'll prepare for the big fight. Or we'll go do the big fight. Alright. Well, working with what we have, we just want to maximize range. All these are kinetic too. Well, the Mjolnir cannon is energy, but the rest of these are kinetic. Alright. I'm not so happy at this point, but we're working with what we have. It's all kinetic. Oh, okay. Whatever. Range is more important. Then we'll give you the Annihilators. Give you light assault guns. Apparently that's the only one I have. Oh no, I have more. Alright. And then let's go ahead and give you heavy armor, resistant flux conduits, and reinforced bulkheads, and then max out your vents and your capacity. No, that's not a good design. We need to start peeling some things back. I guess we get rid of the hypervelocity drivers and instead replace them with Arbalest autocannons. It's a large target, so these having poor accuracy isn't going to be too detrimental, and it brings down our weapon flux cost. There, you know what? Your job will just be range pressure. That's fine. That is so messy. Ew. It's not the best Dominator I've designed. Alright. Ew. Anyway, the point of these three ships is just to apply pressure at a distance. The main bulk of the damage is going to come from the Aurora, the Fury, the Aurora, the Fury, and then these fighters. The monitors will tank for us, and honestly, we don't need to be a part of the fight, but I like bringing a brawler for fun. No, the brawler's not gonna. The brawler and Omen's not gonna make it. Not a reconsider. Let's instead take out an Afflictor. Let's take out 2 Afflictors. These will serve as supplemental tanks, and I will pilot the Afflictor myself. Safety overrides, unstable injectors. If you see my phase guide, you know exactly where this is headed. It's going to be a no armament ship that's just tanky and very fast. Oh, we don't have flux. Oh well. Let's give you capacity and then a little bit of vent. Then we'll name you Dodge Tank. Alright. So this is the fleet. Here are the tanks. Here are the midline ships. So these are going to be our DPSers. They're going to provide the damage for us. The Drover is serving in a support role. We can go ahead and put the Atlases back. The Conquest is sort of an anchor, also a DPS ship as well. And then the Dominators are serving in a support role. So they're just providing long distance damage. But none of this probably makes any sense. We'll see it in action in the next episode. So I'm going to end it here. We're way over on time. Hope you guys enjoyed this. The next episode is going to be very fun. You get to see a very interesting fight. Other than that, Grumpy out.